Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Real Nurse Reacts to Healthy Aging videos. Basically, today I'm going to be reacting to a scenario in which two grandchildren are concerned and upset about the sudden onset of their grandmother's delirium. Let's get right ahead into the video.
Don't worry, Grandma, we're right here.
Are you my doctor?
No, Grandma, it's me.
Get your hands away from me. Don't dare touch me again.
No, Grandma, it's us.
Henry! Help, Henry. These people are trying to kill me.
Hi, I'm Delaney and I'm a nurse here at Calgary Hospital. Are you two Mrs. Carson's granddaughters?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so your grandma's been in the hospital for several days now with a hip fracture.
The doctor said she had a hip fracture, but we don't really know what's going on. She was yelling and acting really strange, so we're kind of confused on what's happening.
She doesn't have dementia. Her memory's always been really good.
So I just spoke with the physician a few minutes ago and she's confirmed that your grandma is showing symptoms of delirium.
What is that?
So this part right here suggests to the nurse that there's a need for more client education about the condition of their grandmother while she's experiencing delirium. So I'm really interested to see where the nurse goes with this.
Why don't we go into one of the more private rooms and we can talk about your grandma's condition?
Sounds great.
So firstly, I just want to say that everything here today will be kept confidential. I'm going to ask you guys a few more questions to get a better understanding of your grandma's situation and hopefully figure out the best way to help her and figure out ways to help you guys go better with this. Is this okay with you guys?
That's fine with us.
So who is the primary caregiver for your grandma?
Just the two of us, we alternate throughout the week.
That used to be our grandpa, but he passed away 6 years ago, and our parents live in BC.
So how do you two feel about being the primary caregivers for your grandma?
I don't know, it's pretty stressful, but we've developed a decent system between the two of us. We try to manage, but it can be tough sometimes. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 little boys. They get along well with their grandma, but they're really high energy, so taking care of them both is hard sometimes.
And I'm a full-time business student, so sometimes that's pretty stressful, and taking care of our grandma can be pretty tiring. We wouldn't want it any other way, though. She took such great care of us growing up.
I really like the way the nurse effectively used CFAM questions related to the structural and functional aspects of the family to help identify the health priority and get a better sense of what their background is.
So first of all, I just want to say that I know that this can be really hard to witness and it's tough to see your grandma go through this, so I think it's really great that you two are still willing to take care of her.
Thank you.
It can be really stressful, but hopefully after our conversation today, you guys will feel more at ease and have a better understanding of delirium, so let me know if you have any questions throughout.
Okay.
So there's a short-term goal, and I also want to say it was really great how the nurse used commendations and acknowledgement of their situation. That's a great use of a CFAM intervention in the affective domain.
Earlier you mentioned your grandma was confused and agitated, and this can be common for someone who is experiencing delirium. It is short-term, so it will usually get better. However, it can go up and down throughout the day. Some common causes of delirium are medications, falls, pain, malnutrition, and more, and your physician suspects that it was caused by her hip fracture.
That's already so relieving to hear.
With delirium, it's common to experience altered ways in thinking as well as changes in behavior and personality. As well, attention span may decrease. You'll find that your grandma won't be able to do things that she normally do. I'm getting all this information from the AHS website, so I can send you this link for more info and resources on delirium. That way you can recognize it better and you'll always have this resource with you. It's something that you can take home with you, just in case you have any more questions after we meet.
Okay.
So this is another great use of CFAM by the nurse. This time her intervention is in the cognitive domain. She gave a clear and understandable definition of delirium and the clients are already more at ease. So it seems like she accomplished the first part of her short-term goal.
Thank you. How do we manage everything that's going on, like on top of everything in our lives? Like how do we deal with the stress of taking care of our grandma?
I have a few resources for you too that you can access for some more support and strategies for managing delirium if your grandma does experience it again. So Compass is a really good caregiver support group, and it helps you learn coping skills and strategies for the caregiving role, and it helps you with the responsibility of that. So it's also important to remember that as a caregiver, you have to take breaks because it can be a lot of pressure and it can be a lot of work at times. So it's good for you two to take breaks, and it helps your grandma too.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for explaining all of this to us.
Yeah, so then we'll know what to look for if our grandma ever has this happen again, and we'll know coping strategies to deal with it. So thank you.
So overall, I'm super impressed by the way Nurse Delaney handled the situation. These are really good interventions. If I were in the scenario, I might have included involving some other members of the interdisciplinary healthcare team just to kind of collaborate to help manage those caregiving responsibilities. Comment down below if you want to see a part 2 of this video where I review the nurse's follow-up appointment with these clients. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.